Hello again, and welcome to the lesson today. In this lesson you'll learn how to change your password, but also learn how to set up other users to have access to your WebExpress account. So once you've been issued with your PIN and password from either your account manager or your business development manager, you can log into WebExpress. So you get to WebExpress by going to www.ffapaysmart.com.au and clicking on the WebExpress icon. Okay. So once you've clicked on that, that takes you to the WebExpress page. Now what most of our clients do is they like to say this is a favorite in their web browser. So that's always a good idea, makes it a lot easier. Alright, so first let's look at changing logging in. So we log into the account. Now you go up to the Settings tab up the top, go to Change Password, and you just simply enter in your current password, type in a new password and confirm that new password. Now just when you're selecting a new password, as it says here, in the interest of ongoing security you must choose a password of between 8 and 15 characters in length that includes both A to Z's and zeros to nines. Okay, so once you've changed your password, click on the Change Password button and it's all set and done. Quite simple. So while we're under that Settings tab, we're also going to look at editing staff logins. Okay, so again we hover over the Settings, down to Edit Staff Logins and click on that button. Okay, now here we can see that there's 3 users that have been set up. Alright, John here is the group controller, and there's 2 other people who have access. Okay, we can remove that access if we choose by just clicking on this button here. So if we want to remove April's access, we go remove. Okay, we can also delete that user as well. So if we go delete user and click OK. So what we want to do is we want to look at adding a new user now. So let's add a new user. We select their first name and we select their last name. Typing in a password that they may be able to remember, and it's going to be easier for them to remember, but also that they can then log in and change that password at a later date anyway. So if we use the example of life is great, okay, we confirm that password, and then we want to set up the permissions for this user. Now there's a number of different permissions and things that they can have access to, and things that they probably shouldn't have access to depending on the level of responsibilities they have with the business. So create DDRs means that they can create a new electronic direct debit form. Administrator access means that they have access to pretty much everything. They can set up new user accounts, they can delete user accounts, and they can view all the reports as well. Viewing sensitive reports is information like the tax invoice that we settle money into your account, and also group reports. Create a suspend action request, so if you're wanting to allow a staff member to suspend a member's payments or a customer's payments, then you can do that. Create refund action request. Now be very careful with who you give this access to, because that means that they can process a refund to any of your customers. Okay, now PaySmart do keep a check on any refunds that are processed, and anything that does look out of the ordinary we get notified of immediately, and we will then notify you anyway. Okay, but as I said, just be careful who you give access to on the refund action request. Create a renew action request, so somebody else that's previously expired in their payment that you want to now reactivate. Update members' details would be to update their phone number, bank account or address. View basic reports is very simple, so that's able to view like a receipts report and a rejected payments report. Create a vary action request. That means they can vary the payment. So instead of the customer paying $10 a week, they could go up to paying $20 a week, and the staff member would be able to do that if they had that ticked. Create a cancel action request, again if they want to cancel the customer's payments. Resume action request means that they want to resume the customer's payments after coming off suspension, and also to view group reports. Okay, once you've selected those, so for this test example we're going to say we want to create DDRs, we want to update members, and they can do a suspend. I'm not going to allow them to do refund, and renew, a variation, a cancellation, and a resume action request. Okay, click the submit button. Once you've clicked the submit button, alright, we can go back to the user access list. And here we've got the test account that we set up. Simple as that. That's probably it for the settings. Otherwise you can edit your details, and you can also have a look at your terms and conditions there as well. So your account details, you can change those at any point. And we'll have a look at client terms and conditions in another video training session. Okay, great. I hope that helps. Thanks very much for your time.